Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Saturday, August 13th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Dallas Cowboys versus Denver Broncos. The Dallas Cowboys, 12-5, 13-4 ATS, 8-9 OU take on the Denver Broncos, 7-10, 8-9 ATS, 5-12 OU. In their preseason opener on Saturday night, the Cowboys were unable to pick up a win last preseason, finishing with an 0-4 record. On the other hand, the Broncos were the polar opposite, finishing with a shiny 3-0 record led by Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, neither of which are with the team anymore following the addition of Russell Wilson. Our team pick is the Denver Broncos -3 points. And here is why. The reality is that these preseason games mean very little to most teams. Cooper Rush will play a lot at quarterback for the Cowboys along with Will Grier, especially the first one. Very few of the starters see any real action, as clubs are trying to evaluate what their depth is like heading into the regular season. However, this may be different for the Broncos. They have a first-year head coach in Nathaniel Hackett, who is trying to establish himself and get this offense in rhythm. So, he is not only going to be looking to try to get his team off on the right foot, but wants to ensure that he gets some buzz going surrounding the club. While Wilson shouldn't see much time in this contest, expect starting running backs, wide receivers, and offensive linemen to see at least a full quarter of action. Josh Johnson is a journeyman, who has shown in the preseason, and Brett Rippon can get the job done against third stringers. That helps Denver to win this contest. Our total pick is under 30.5 points. Most of the Broncos games, 70%, went under last season, and more Cowboys games went under than over. With the Cowboys starters expected to sit and a chance at seeing a lot of Johnson and Rippon from the Broncos, I expect a messy, low-scoring game. The Broncos could put up a touchdown early, which also could create an excellent opportunity to take the under. Los Angeles Rams versus Los Angeles Chargers. Intra-city rivals will clash in the preseason opener on Saturday night when the Los Angeles Rams take on the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium. The Rams will look to defend their Super Bowl title after lifting the Lombardi Trophy last February following a 12-5 regular season. A loaded Chargers team is expected to take a step forward after narrowly missing a playoff berth with a 9-8 record. Our team pick is Chargers -3.5 points. And here is why. The one piece missing for the Rams prior to 2021 was quarterback, and the addition of Matthew Stafford paid immediate dividends as they won Super Bowl 56 with a dramatic triumph over the Cincinnati Bengals. With most key pieces returning to play for one of the NFL's best head coaches in Sean McVay, the Rams are among the betting favorites to lift the Lombardi Trophy again this season. McVay is adamant about playing few if any starters during the preseason, and with Stafford currently nursing an elbow injury, we certainly won't see him at all on Saturday. That will leave the quarterback rotation down to backup John Wolford, third stringer Bryce Perkins, and former USFL signal caller Luis Perez. Wolford might not even play since he's currently the starter in training camp with Stafford out. The Chargers fell heartbreakingly short of earning a playoff berth last season in the first year under head coach Brandon Staley, something they will look to rectify in 2022. After making several additions in the offseason to address a few needs behind superstar quarterback Justin Herbert, the Chargers are getting a ton of buzz as a potential challenger to the Kansas City Chiefs in the loaded AFC West. This was not a pretty preseason matchup last year, as the two respective teams didn't look at all like the versions we saw in the regular season, but the Chargers still managed to come away with a win and are worth a bet to do the same again in 2022. The Chargers' offseason depth improvements on both sides of the ball will be an important factor, and they have a more trustworthy quarterback rotation than the Rams. Daniel is one of the top backups in the league and will be ready to go here as a very experienced veteran, while even the third-stringer Stick had a solid preseason campaign in 2021, completing over 70% of his passes without throwing an interception. Wolford hasn't played even in the preseason since 2019, when he was solid but had some accuracy issues. And everyone after him in the rotation is a total question mark. The Rams are also pretty beat up right now at wide receiver and running back, which could lead to another all-around sloppy performance from the offense. Trust the Chargers to do just enough damage offensively here based on their quarterback rotation and for the Rams to struggle to move the ball, just like last year. Our total pick is under 29.5 points. And here is why. The Los Angeles Rams have a veteran-laden team that should be great for the regular season, but not so hot for the preseason. Matthew Stafford is dealing with an elbow injury, so he will not be available here, and the backup options are not pretty. They have John Wolford, Bryce Perkins, and Luis Perez expected to get snaps in this game, but a lot of veteran skill players means they won't have a lot of opening day talent on the field here. Los Angeles went 1-2 in the preseason last year to begin the Staley era, with the only win coming in the defensive struggle against these Rams. Their other defeats came by a 15-10 scoreline to the San Francisco 49ers, followed by a 27-0 beatdown against the Seattle Seahawks, as the offense didn't do much throughout the preseason. That likely won't hold true in the regular season after the Chargers were top 5 in 2021 at 27.9 points per game on 390.2 yards per contest, the fourth best in the NFL. Defense was another story, with the Chargers ranking third worst in scoring, allowing 27.0 points on 379.1 yards per game. Rooker Isaiah Spiller, fourth-round pick out of Texas A&M, could be one to watch here as he tries to establish himself as the number 2 running back on the depth chart, with the Chargers hoping to take some of the workload off Austin Eckler. Second-year wide receiver Michael Bandy should also get a healthy target share, as the Chargers look to sort out the depth chart behind their strong starting unit. The Chargers have been struggling throughout the last few years, as Justin Herbert has not played in a postseason game yet in his career, and it will be interesting as he should not see much action in this game. The backup quarterback battle is here, as veteran Chase Daniel will compete with former 5th-round pick Easton Stick and undrafted free agent Brandon Peters. The offense has rookie offensive guard Zion Johnson here and should be a good spot to see how he responds at game speed. The defense of the Los Angeles Chargers definitely could have used a bit of help last season, as they allowed 27 points per game. They got better this season by trading for linebacker Khalil Mack, but he will likely play a limited amount of snaps here. The defense has a handful of rookies trying to prove they belong and should have some good games here. Defenses typically have the advantage, and with McVay not playing many starters in the preseason, they are going to struggle. Looking at last year's preseason numbers, the Rams averaged just 11.3 points per game, while the Chargers scored 7.6 points per game. In their preseason matchup a year ago, they combined for just 19 points. But with the defenses preventing points and have under 29.5 points in this game as well,